Welcome to my AFK guide on Rathis, the malleable Rex Matriarch that you are able to AFK. For this, you'll want full Masterwork. Well, just ignore my Bandos boots and gloves, it's just these are far cheaper. And you can do this with dual wield Drygores. I know a lot of people say to use a Masterwork spear, but you don't actually need to have the tier 92. It just helps you get little quicker kills, and maybe like 1 or 2 more kills per hour. Plus, I mean, it's like, what, 4 times less the price, so Drygores are perfectly fine. You want the Brawler's Blood Necklace, as this heals you. And for your inventory, you'll want overloads, you'll want a total of 10 sips. The magic notepaper is optional, because every single drop, well, every single kill, you'll be getting the damaged dinosaur hides, which you can note, but it's extremely annoying. And lastly, you'll want a Ripper Demon. You can use scrolls as you will still profit, but it works perfectly fine. So, let's enter this portal. Right click, and then let me see, custom, and we'll be starting with the fastest. For the aura, like any other AFK guide, you'll be using the Penance aura. Climb over this crumbled wall and go north. Summon your Ripper Demon, drink the overload, and then run east. Use Soul Split and then Turmoil. As for my action bar, it's pretty much your standard Revolution plus. It has Berserk at the first place, Destroy, Assault, Slaughter, Sever, Dismember, Greater Fury, although you can put another ability in its place if you don't have, I don't know, the 90 mil that it costs. Barge, Sacrifice, Tuska's Wrath, and then Slice. And just make sure to set your action bar so it'll use the thresholds and the ultimates. Now in the background you did notice that I was so close to this acidic venom that it smacked me twice, because I mean it's 2 separate hits, but I was just close enough that it did smack me. So when that happens, you want to right click and then activate your Excalibur. Or you can just eat a shark and you'll be perfectly fine. It's just, I found on average that happens 3 times per hour that you tank like both of the venom splats on your character. Most of the time, like you'll only tank 1 because the other will be like so far away from you. As for experience, these are actually pretty good, along with the raw GP that they drop. They can drop a flat out of about 800k, I believe. And again, with Drygores, you're able to get 29 to 30 kills per hour purely AFKing. Although, like, of course, pick up your drop every minute or so. Now, if you have co-peshers or the Masterwork Spear, you can actually get up to 33 to 34 kills per hour. And then you can probably push that even further if you have the tier 99 prayer, which is the Malevolence. But I'm not using this because I don't want to say, oh yeah, use this and it's only an 800 mil prayer. To me, that's not practical at all. You can just get away with the free prayer technically. And right here, this is what I mean. I tanked 1 venom, and then the others like south. Very rarely you'll be tanking 2, so I mean that's fine. And you'll notice that the venom damage, you will need to have VEMONBLOOD perk on your armor. Everything else, it doesn't really matter, because like since you're using Soul Split, it doesn't really help the devoted perk or the enhanced devoted. And then, maybe the crackling perk it could help. And now, for the GP per hour you can expect is 4.3 mil GP per hour minimum. And this is because, well, I mean, we're not picking up the dinosaur hides, the damaged ones, because I mean that's just too much work for me personally. But I mean, they dropped a lot of raw cash, herbs, and you can expect to get probably 5, maybe 6 mil per hour if you do include like the art berserker, the stone ring thingy, which has a drop rate of 111, and then the spear tips, they have the same drop rate of 111 as well. And then for like the very specific one that Rathis is, can drop the archer. Let me see. I think it's archer keystone. Let me see right here. Yeah, heart of the archer. This has a drop rate of 1 in 250. So since you kill about 30 per hour, you can pretty much expect to get a drop every about 4 hours or so. And then again, this does not include the spear drops, so all of those are additional GP per hour. So like the very minimum is 4.3, without of course including the price of like the little overloads that we are using, which is not too bad since we're only using basic ones. You don't actually need the searing or like the elders and all that such. This works perfectly fine. I mean, that's about it. I mean, as you can see, they're pretty enjoyable. And for the XP per hour, you can expect to get about 450k XP per hour. And again, this doesn't only if you're using Drygores. If you're using Kopeshes and like higher tier stuff, you can expect to get a little bit more. And with that, thank you all so much for watching this little AFK guide on Rathis with tier 90 weapons, as you do not actually need a Masterwork spear for this. With that, thank you all so much for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.